Hey, welcome back, folks. I was watching a great video the other day with an interview with George Gruhn, and if you don't know Gruhn Guitars down in Nashville, it's like the holy grail of guitar stuff down there. Very, very knowledgeable gentleman. Knows his guitars. And one of the questions in this interview they were asking him was what he thinks the biggest difference between the guitars of yesteryear, you know, the golden age guitars, and the guitars of today. And a couple of the points that he made was that the wood that they were using had been drying for a long period of time. It wasn't kiln dried. It was dried by time. That's one of the things that he mentioned. The other thing that he mentioned is that the glues, as my cat rubs up against my feet, the glues that we're using today are not the same glues that we were using back then. So we're finally gotten to the point where we can get back going on the collegiate mandolin. And so the first thing that I have to do is I have to install this tone bar, this brace, back from whence it came. The problem with this right now is that when this is forced down, I don't know if there's any way that you're going to be able to see this or not. We're going to try. Is that there is a gap at the very, very center point of that. And it doesn't matter how hard I push down on it, even if I'm simulating string tension by pushing down right smack dab in the middle of that with my big beefy thumb, there's still a gap there. So with that in mind, we're going to take some sandpaper and attempt to sand off the areas that are not that aren't reaching. It's going to be right in here, these two areas, and then we're going to use some hide glue, some hot hide glue. And first time ever, and we're going to try to stick something on here using that. So stand by, this could be disastrous. Alright, in the overcomplicated world that I live in, this is what I've come up with. This is the Solara that, if you followed this series at all, you know that I've made. What I've done is I have placed this top upside down on the Solara so that this is flat. Because when it goes on the side, it's going to be flat. The back will be curved, but that's a different bucket of worms. I've just used spool clamps and a piece of wood to flatten this down. So now I can start to sand this brace here to get it conformed properly to the shape of this top. And it's not going to take a whole lot, I don't think. We'll do this like 1.5 million times. And then look at it, we can still see where that big old, where the gap is at. So let's take La Pincella . Is it exciting, yes? No. So you can see, or maybe not, where my lines have disappeared. I don't mind telling you guys, I'm a little bit scared. Have never worked with hot hide glue before, so I'm a little on the nervous side. Good news is, if I screw this up, I can reactivate the glue and do it all over again. Oh, that smells lovely. Yeah, I don't really know if I'm supposed to just put this on one side or both sides or what. I know I don't have very long before this starts to set, so we'll go with that. I've practiced this about 5 times. Still don't know if I'm going to get it right or not. Now I have a lever system in place here. So I've got 2 sticks going this way, and then I've got a wedge up under it and a rubber band on it. So this is, I'm actually getting pressure directly underneath the brace location there. So we'll see if I've just glued my first hot hide glue brace. Actually, I think this is technically a tone bar, not a mandolin guy, which is kind of why we're doing this. I went to guitar building class and not mandolin building class. Alright, well, we'll check back. Alright, let's see. I probably seriously overkilled the need to clamp this, but you know, you don't know what you don't know. So this is that's half an hour, and buddy, she's solid. I initially went to just step away. There goes the hot pot again, and then got distracted. Squirrel. But yeah, so that's cool. Let's dispense of this. Well, there we are, kids. See, this was my little pressure plate that sat right there. And the bridge marks were right there. So there we go. I guess we'll start see if we can start getting the rim on now. Alright, here we go. I've practiced this a number of times. Is it actually going to work? We're going to see. Now I'm going to go over this again just because this is pretty dry. I mean, it was dry when I got it in Arizona, but it's been sitting dry as well for a while. And on my test piece, I noticed that the glue had really kind of sunk into the wood. Well, it's not as easy as it looks, is it, boys? No. A little wiggly wiggly. Make sure that falls out. That's not helpful at all. Just a damp rag with hot water on it. Alright, step one. Shit, now what am I going to do with it? Okay. We'll see how much fun this can be, or not be. Wow. That was something. Well, she's down. Well, there we go. Just now from my... Here's the thing about working with these, something old like this, is it wasn't in great shape when I got it. Perhaps I shall put a photograph or two up to remind you of the hideousness that this originally was with the screws and stuff. So, yeah, this is a little tough, but hey, we're learning. We'll get there. Okay? Check back. Hey folks, thanks for watching the train wreck. We appreciate you being along for the ride. Make sure you like RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations over on the Facebook, the Twitter, as well as the Instagram. If you haven't done so, go ahead and like us over on the YouTubes. We're posting new videos every Wednesday, and you never know what you're going to see around here. Thanks again for watching, folks. Have a good one.